Hello students, let us now continue with our discussion on solution of a linear programming problem. As discussed in the previous video, we will be solving a linear programming problem by the graphical method, and it involves two steps. The first step we had considered in the previous video, which says that we will be plotting or graphing all the constraints on a single graph and find a suitable solution area which satisfies all the linear inequalities. This solution area is also called as the feasible region of the LPP and is such that every point within and on the boundary of this feasible region is a feasible solution. That is, it satisfies all the given constraints. But this poses a very practical problem, that is, the solution area consists of infinitely many points. So how do we check the value of the objective function at infinitely many points? To overcome this, there are two fundamental theorems of LPP. The first one, which says that let R be the feasible region for a LPP and let z equal to ax plus by be the objective function, where the z has an optimum value, maximum or minimum, where the variables x and y are subject to constraints described by the linear inequalities. This optimum value must occur at a corner point, which is also called as the vertex of the feasible region. The theorem 2 says that let R be the feasible region for a LPP and let z equal to ax plus by be the objective function. If R is bounded, then the objective function z has both maximum and minimum value on R, and each of these occur at a corner point or the vertex of R. Now, let us first discuss, there are 2-3 terms which we have introduced here, that is bounded and unbounded solution, and also we have discussed about corner point. So let's see what do they mean. Now, if R is unbounded, then a maximum or a minimum of the objective function may not exist. However, if it exists, it may occur at a corner point of R. Now here, a corner point of the feasible region is a point of the region which is the intersection of two boundary lines or two constraints. Whereas a feasible region of a system of linear inequalities is said to be bounded if it can be enclosed within a circle, else it is unbounded. That is, it extends indefinitely in any direction. Now let us discuss the basic points of the corner point method of solving the LPP. Now this method comprises the following steps. First, find the feasible region of LPP and determine its corner points, which we did as step 1 of the solution in the previous video. So, and how do we find the corner points? Either by inspection or by solving the two equations of the lines intersecting at that point. Now, the second step which we have to consider today involves finding of the objective function at each of the corner points. So, evaluate the objective function z equal to ax plus by at each of the corner points. Let capital M and small m respectively denote the largest and the smallest values of these points. Then there are two ways of dealing with it, one when it is bounded and the other when it is unbounded. When the feasible region is bounded, capital M and small m are the maximum and the minimum values of z, that is the objective function. In case the feasible region is unbounded, we have capital M is the maximum value of z if the open half plane determined by ax plus by is greater than M, has no point in common with the feasible region. Otherwise, z has no maximum value. Similarly, small m is the minimum value of z if the open half plane determined by ax plus by is less than m has no point in common with the feasible region. Otherwise, z has no minimum value. Now, today we are going to discuss only the bounded solution and the related problems. Okay, and for that, let us consider question number 3 of exercise 12.1. Now it says that maximize z equal to 5x plus 3y subject to the constraints 3x plus 5y is less than or equal to 15, 5x plus 2y is less than or equal to 10, x greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0. Now, as we have already discussed, first we will be doing the procedure of finding the feasible region, and for that we will be graphing these or plotting these inequalities, that is the constraints, on the same graph paper, and we proceed as we did in class 11 while solving the linear inequalities. So let's consider the linear inequality 3x plus 5y is less than or equal to 15. So first of all, we will consider the corresponding equation. We find 2 points on it. Then we take any 1 point on any side of the line divides the plane into 2 parts. So any one side we take a point, preferably origin. So we put origin in the inequality, that is 3x plus 5y less than 15, since it satisfies it, this expression, and so the side, all the points containing the side containing the origin will be the solution area, or the side containing the origin would be the solution area. So we will shade it. Similarly, for the next inequation also, we first see the corresponding equation, find 2 points, plot it, then put origin in the inequality. If it is true, side containing origin to be shaded, otherwise the other side to be shaded. Now x greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0 together mean the first quadrant. So let us first draw the graph of the two equations. This is the equation which refers to 3x plus 5y equal to 15, whereas this equation which has the points, this one is has the endpoints 0, 5 and 2, 0. This is the equation which refers to 5x plus 2y equal to 10. So we will be writing the equations on both the lines. Then we find the common shaded area for this side containing origin, for this also side containing origin. X greater than or equal to 0 is this side, and y greater than or equal to 0 is this side. So together we see this is the common shaded area. Now it has 4 vertices called as corners. Let's call this O, this A, this B and this C. We already know the coordinates of O, A and C. This is 0, 0, this is 2, 0, this is 0, 3. The only point which needs to be found out is point B, which is the point of intersection of the two lines 3x plus 5y equal to 15 and 5x plus 2y equal to 10. So we actually solve by elimination method. We solve the point of intersection of the two lines as x equal to 20 by 19 and y comes out to be 45 by 19. So we have the coordinates of the point B as 20 by 19 and 45 by 19. Now we come to the second step, which is finding the value of z at each of the corner points. So let us now compute z for each of the corner points. So we make a table. First column headed by corner points. Second column, the heading would be z equal to 5x plus 3y, and the third column is optimum value. Now we write all the 4 points, and corresponding to that we find all the 4 values of z, and we observe that z is maximum corresponding to the point 29 upon 19 comma 45 by 19, and the maximum value of z is 235 by 19. So that is what we report, that we observe that the maximum z is achieved for x equal to 20 by 19 and y equal to 45 by 19, and the maximum value is 235 by 19. So this way we can do all the problems which are related to this. Now let us consider the example which we were discussing in the previous video. Over there we had the linear programming problem as maximize z equal to 5000x plus 3000y. Subject to the constraints were 15x plus 9y is less than or equal to 540. X plus y is less than or equal to 50. X and y are both greater than or equal to 0. The same way, proceeding in this exactly the same way as we did in the previous example, we plot the two lines, then check the area to be shaded, then x and y greater than or equal to 0 means the first quadrant, and we ultimately find the feasible solution of the feasible region as O, A, B, C, out of which we know the coordinates of O, A and C as 0, 0, and here 36, 0 and here 0, 50. The only thing which needs to be found out is point B, which we can easily find out by solving these two equations. It comes out to be 15, 35. Now corresponding to all the four corner points, we will find the value of z, and we get the four values as 0, 1,80,000, 1,80,000 and 1,50,000. Now we observe that the maximum value of z is 1,80,000, which occurs at two consecutive points A and B. Okay, so we say, in fact, we report the answer as the z will be maximum and will have the same value throughout all points lying between A and B. Same is the case if we had obtained the minimum value at two consecutive points. The z would, or the objective function z would have obtained the same minimum at the entire at all points of the given line. Okay, so this is a second kind of question which which you may come across, that is, if the optimum value exists, if the function has multiple optimum values or multiple points at which it has a optimum value. Like in this case, at point A and B we have the optimum value or the maximum value which is 1,80,000. So we report, though the points are only two, that is A is 36, 0 and B is 15, 35, but we will report the answer as and it will actually satisfy also that all points lying on this point and on this line AB will have the same maximum value, that is 1,80,000. So following the same procedure, you can try all questions of exercise 12.1. Thank you.